Hello everybody, my name is Jupiter the Human. Today is a bit of a different video. Today I'm going to show you all my Funko Pops. I have a ton, so this might need to be into two parts. So, yeah. Anyway, let's look at all the Funkos I have. So first up, I have USA Homer. Pretty cool Funko. Next up, we got Jonathan Homer, which is one of my favorites. Next up is Moo Homer. Pretty cool. Next up is Death Homer. Which is, to be honest, one of my favorite Chinos the Horror ones. Okay, here we go. Next up is one of my favorites, Mr. Bow, from one of my favorite episodes. Pretty cool, actually. Okay, next up is Jack in the Box Homer. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. As you can tell, I collected all of the Simpsons ones. I'm gonna put him back up here. Next up is Moo Homer, which is one very good episode actually. Highly recommend. Look how fat he is. A pretty cool pop Funko, I would say so myself. Next up is King Kong Homer, or King Homer, which is pretty cool. I like the little morty he has. Yes, look how cool this is. Yeah. Next up is Obestius, or aka Fatter Homer. This is Homer if he was fatter. Pretty cool pop. I gotta say that about all the pops. Next up is, this is actually one of my favorite Homer's Funkos. And it's Homer in Hedges. This is of course the classic meme where Homer goes into the bush. Which is a pretty funny meme. I like it a lot. And it's a pretty cool one. Okay, so now let's go on to the other Funkos. We have Gangsta Bart, bought in a really nice suit. Looks pretty cool. I gotta put them by her. That would be easy. That would be way more easier. Next up is Gamer Bart. I believe I got it in Tesco's, but my mom got it from Tesco's. She just saw it and like, would you like this? I'm like, yeah, Funko. So yeah, pretty cool. Gamer Bart. He's gonna be on YouTube live streaming. Next up is Spaceman Bart. This is gonna take forever to record. But anyway, he has like a cool little Maggie hanging out with a Halloween. This is from one of the Treehouse of Horrors. And it looks pretty cool. I like the little details. Batman. So Batman is a superhero bot version of Bart Simpson. Pretty simple. Pretty cool Funko. He has a blue t-shirt. Next up is Raven Bart. The Raven Bart. He's from that one from like a poetry or something. I don't know what it's originally based on, but it looks pretty cool. He's on the books, the Raven. Pretty cool. Next up is one of my favorite Funko Pops, Zombie Bot. To be honest, I really like zombies a lot, so I got Zombie Bot here. He got bitten by a zombie, and obviously it's a bot zombie. He's wearing a skateboard. You can see like all the grossness of him. You can see the bone there. Pretty cool. Next up is Werewolf Bart. Look, you can see all the nice details. And then the back here, even more details. I like the little Homer there. Yeah, this is a pretty cool pop. And next up is Fryhead Bart. This is a really cool one, I think. It's from one of my favorite Treehouse of Horror, to be honest. Pretty cool. So let's go on to the next couple pops. Next up is this is our Bart Simpson. Bart Tertius. He looks like a Hercules Bart. You know, the Hercules from like Disney or whatever. The whole mine is based on that one episode from like one of the new seasons. Which was a alright episode, you know. Next up, we got another version of Marge. pretty cool. Then we got, we have a rich version of Marge. Pretty cool. See some of one tree as a horror. Oh yeah, the reason why I'm not taking them out of the box is because it would take me even longer. It would make the video even longer. But anyway, we got this neat Lisa Simpson. This box is all messed up because when my mom picked it up for Christmas, she like put like another thing on top of it and it's gone on shitty. So yeah, but pretty cool. Next up is Grandpa, or aka Abe Simpson. Look, I like the little glasses. I like the slippers he has on there. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool Funko, I say. Next up, we got another version on Lisa. I like her hair. It looks like some of the versions of the future Lisa, when she becomes the president or whatever. Then we got Scratchy, which is the cat. The Tom and Jerry parody, really. I like his little tongue sticking out. I like his big hammer. Pretty cool Funko, I would say. And then we got Itchy, which of course goes with Scratchy. Really cool Funko, in my opinion. Next up is Maggie Simpson. She looks pretty cute. Look at her. Next up is Duffman. He looks as cool as ever with sunglasses on and a hat. I like the details of the beer. Pretty cool Funko, I would say. And then we got Millhouse. Look at him. He has a dropped ice cream, the sticker. He looks pretty cool. Next up is one of my favorite characters from The Simpsons, to be honest, Barney. He's just a very funny drunk, really. Look at his beer. Look at his face. He looks drunk as ever. It would be cool to have a version of him when he's like sober, I think. Haven't even done all of this yet. Next up is Grandson really as Freddy Krueger. Yeah, he's Freddy Krueger basically. It was from a really cool Treehouse of Horror, which I liked a lot. Next up is one of my favorite characters from the show, Sideshow Bob. We got like 3 stickers on him because they sent us like some of the one stickers. So we get 3 stickers on her now, which is pretty cool. We got Sideshow Bob there, looking as cool as ever. And look at this. Yeah, this is a pretty cool Funko, and I'm really happy I have it. Next up is Automan. Look at him, he does really cool doing rock and roll. I really like the details here. Pretty cool. Next up is Mo Sislak. Look how cool he looks. He looks as grumpy as ever. He has the pig nose he's known for. Pretty cool. Next up is Devil Founders, which does glow in the dark. He glows in the dark pretty cool. He also has like a pitchfork so he can pitch you. And yeah, he's basically the devil of The Simpsons. Next up is Vinegar Founders, who's waving at you. I really like the look of those glasses. I love the look of the glasses. He has a pretty cool mustache, and he looks like himself on the show, really. And here's the box. Looks pretty cool. And I like the smack. I like the smack. I like the fact he is smiling. Yeah, pretty awesome pop. Next up is Stupid Sexy Founders, which is a very funny episode and a very funny moment. One of the memes moments and one of the most iconic moments with Ned Founders. So you see, you got like the thick butt, really cool detail, closed eyes. This is like a very cool Funko, and I'm so glad I have it. Next up, we got Nelson Muntz saying, "Aha!" Look at him. He's fat, like always. I like his face. Then we got like all the details here, but pretty cool. Next up, okay. Next up is the comic book guy. He's showing Matt Groening's original comic, I'm pretty sure. Look at him. I like his face. He's fat. Very fat. He has the pink. And he's pretty cool. I like his pop a lot. And last but not least, on this shelf at least, not this one, is Vampire Krusty. He looks pretty cool. He has vampire teeth, a nose. This is a very cool Funko. Alright, next up is we're on to the next shelf, finally. And to be honest, this video might be in 2 parts, or it might be like 40 minutes long or something like that. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but let's just get into it. Next up, we got even more Simpsons pops. We have got Chief Wiggum, which is a pretty funny character. I like the fact he's eating a donut, he's fat, and holding a coffee. Pretty cool. Next up is one of my favorite characters from The Simpsons, Ralph Wiggum. See, we have like this little like extra thing here of donuts, which I think's pretty cool. I don't remember where I got them, but I just really love the look of the donuts going around. Look at Ralph Wiggum here. He has some pastry. He's eating it because he's Ralph Wiggum, and he's a very funny character. I'm very happy I got this pop. Next up is glowing Mr. Burns. He glows in the dark because that's his gimmick, really. It was on the one episode with the X-Files. There is like a chase, but I haven't got the chase. Next up is Emperor Mr. Burns, which is pretty cool. He has like some wine. He looks old. Very old. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay. Next up is Vampire Mr. Burns, which is pretty cool. Based on that one vampire movie that I forget the name of and I have not seen. But he looks very angry and wants to suck your blood. Next up is one of my favorite pops in my collection, Ben 10. Now, to be 100% honest with you, I loved Ben 10 as a kid, and I still do now. Ben 10 is a very cool show, and I'm so glad I made a Funko Pop of Swampfire. It would have been really cool to see other aliens like Humongosaur and like Ben himself, but I'm glad we got Swampfire. Look at him. I got this from my nan for Christmas last year. Look at his feet. Look at the little army tricks, fire, and look at his face. I'm very happy they made this Pop Funko, and I'm very happy they made it. Next up is my Rick and Morty collection. We got Rick Sanchez, of course. Looks pretty cool. He's like, Morty. Right, I could do better than that. Morty. Looks very cool. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. My mom got me this and this one for Christmas one year. We got Morty Smith holding the egg banks. The seeds, I meant, to put way up his ass. Pretty cool. Next up is Teacher Rick, which is based on Professor Snape from Harry Potter. Or actually, I should call it Shit Potter. But anyway, we got a ruler to slap the Morty's butts. He has a bow tie. It looks pretty cool. His hair is very unique to the other Ricks. This is a very cool Funko Pop of Teacher Rick from the TV show. Next up is Morty with strong arm. This is the episode where Morty has a strong arm and he kills people with a strong arm because he has like its own mind and stuff, which is pretty cool. I like it a lot. Next up is Ted Rick. It looks like the movie from Ted. I do have a Funko Pop of that somewhere, but Teddy Rick looks pretty cool. You see, he has the face. Look at him. Pretty sure there's a chase video where he's dying. But this looks pretty cool. And I like the design. Next up is Evil Morty with a pointy stick. He looks pretty cool. I like the eye patch. And I like the robot arm he has. This is from a non-canon story. But I think it looks pretty cool either way. Next up is Rick with Goldflow. I can't say that, but it's the facehuggers they killed. Rick looks pretty cool. Here's Rick Sanchez, looking pretty distressed. And look at the thing. I really like the design. Looks pretty cool. I'll put this on top of here. Next up is Morty with the face of the thing. I cannot say that for the life of me. It was a pretty good episode and a pretty weird one. Look at him. Morty looks calm, I guess. You know, from a pretty cool episode, I think. Next up is Wasprick. Look at him. I like the details of his body. I got this from Mankind, I think. I like the yellow eyes. This is actually from one of my favorite episodes of Rick and Morty. Along with the crystal. Looks pretty cool, I think. One of the coolest Ricks, in my opinion, anyway. Next up is Mr. Meeseeks. I don't know why the box is like that. But pretty cool pop. He looks exactly like from the show. He has black eyes in the show anyway. I like the cats in the background. Actually, this is Mr. Meeseeks is one of the best characters in Rick and Morty, and you cannot change my mind. Next up is Picklewick. Yeah, look how cool the rat bones are. Stuff. We got the drill. We have his face with the angry little eyebrow. This pop is actually really cool. Next up is Kurtland Meeseeks. Kurtland Meeseeks looks pretty cool. He looks like a teenager, like a moody teenager, which he is supposed to be. He looks grumpy as hell, and looks like he wants to die. Just like somebody I know from college. Next up is Rick in Spacesuit. Spacesuit Rick. And this is Rick in a spacesuit, but which looks pretty cool. I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast. I really like the spit he has. I like his face, looks peed off. And look at the snake. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, this is from a pretty cool episode in my opinion. Yeah, that is Spacesuit Rick. Next up is Mr. Poopy Butthole, which is one of my favorite characters from Rick and Morty. Look at this hat. It looks pretty cool actually. We got sci-fi elements, and we got the other Rick and Morty characters. Looks pretty cool. And then three more from the Rick and Morty collection. We got Capacitor Diamond. I can't say that right. I haven't seen this episode in a while. But look at Cooties. He's eating the Went sauce. No, I forgot what the sauce is. Because I'm very bad. But I really like this. Spats everywhere. Look at his face. It doesn't even look like a Funko Pop, really. I think it looks pretty cool. And that's Better Call Morty. Next up is Scary Terry. Another Freddy Krueger parody. I like his face. I got this for Christmas one year. It looks pretty cool. Scary Terry's one of the best characters in Rick and Morty. Let's not lie. Next up is Squancy. He's Squanson. He has alcohol. He looks like a cat, basically. And I think that looks pretty cool. And he's in a protector. I got this for Christmas, which is pretty cool. And next up is Danny Phantom. This is one of my favorite pops in my collection. I'm really happy they made Danny Phantom, because Danny Phantom's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. I love the show, and I'm very glad I made a Funko Pop of him. So next up is the other half of the shelf. This is going to take longer than I expected. So next up we got Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku. I'm very tired. Anyway, Deku is pretty cool. Look at all the little details. I like his face. He has like a couple cheeks. This is a very cool Funko in my opinion. I keep saying cool all the time. I don't know what else to say. Next up is a name I'm not going to try to pronounce, but I really like his powers. This guy is one of my favorite characters from My Hero Academia, and he's pretty cool. And he has like his shadow. And he's like one of my favorite design wise and one of my favorite power wise. Look at the shadow, he looks pretty cool. I'm really happy I got him. I can't wait for the seventh season. And this guy is pretty cool. I'm not gonna bother trying to say his name because I gotta say that butcher that's so bad. Next up is Deku in his power mode. With name Aries, is that his name? Yeah, Aries. Look at cool he is. I love the details of his hand. He looks like he's got a power up to beat anyone's ass. I like the little things going out of his eyes. Look at that. I like his hair. It looks pretty goddamn cool. And look how cute Eddie looks her. Yeah, pretty cool. My Hero Pop. Next up is Todoroki, which is one of my favorite characters from My Hero Academia. Look, he has all the fire going on and ice. I love the ice and fire aspect of him. Look at his eyes. I like one going blue. It looks like sand. Bum, bum, bum. You know the meme, which is not that funny anymore, but still. I like his hair. It looks pretty accurate to the show. He's a pretty cool Funko. Go down there. Next up is Silver Age All Might, and he's metal. He's shiny and stuff. Yeah, he is shiny. He's silver. He really is Silver Age All Might. And look how cool he is. Look like he's jumping away to save somebody, which is a pretty cool Funko. I like his smile. I like his big, bushy eyebrows. And he's like, oh, I am here. Yeah, that's like a really, really awesome Funko Pop. Next up is Unbreakable guy. I have watched the show, but I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me. I think that's like Echasuri Kaminami or something. I cannot pronounce anime names or shit. And that's just a symbol like L or something. But anyway, look at how cool his face is. He looks terrifying. He looks like he's gonna rip you a new asshole. I like the look of his eyes being cracked. I like the look of his teeth. Look how strong he looks. He has the little R, aka Bakugo's best friend in the world, as we all know. Pretty cool. This is actually a pretty cool Funko. Next up is Fat Gum, but strong. Or the small form, but I call him strong form. This is when he's fighting. Look, he goes all bandages up and stuff. Looks pretty cool. This is from like a really cool scene where Fat Gum is fighting people. And he's fighting this one guy, and he's like really buffy. Buffy. Anyway, pretty cool. Next up is Bakugo or Kashan. Look how cool he is with the I really love his costume with the glade hands and his hair. He looks pissed. Look, I like his I always like Bakugo's powers and costume. He looks really cool actually, I think. Next up is Tomoari, I think you say. I really like the design of the pop of him. He's walking towards you with his hands in his face and hands everywhere basically. I love the fact these hands are much more bigger than these hands, which is pretty funny in my opinion. Looks pretty menacing too. If we go to the side here, he's walking towards you, trying to kill you with those deadly hands. Next up is Patrick Star, which is hilarious. He has a plank on his head with a nail, a hammer to bash your head in. And Patrick is one of my favorite characters, so I had to have him. Look at him. He looks pretty goddamn cool. Yeah, Patrick Star is awesome. Next up is SpongeBob, Rainbow SpongeBob. Look how cool he is. He has the cheeks, he has the teeth, he has the rainbow. He has his square pants, of course. Looks pretty goddamn awesome, if I do say so myself. Next up is SpongeBob trying to lift some weights of teddy bears. I really like the design of the sticker being over there, so you can see this little teddy bear and the other bunny. I love this scene. When I first saw this Funko, I was like, yes, I have to have this. I knew I have to have this, so I picked it up on Amazon or something, probably. Pop Culture, one of those websites where they sell Funko Pops. And this is pretty cool. So next up is a full set of them. We got Yamiak from the hit show Solar Opposites, made by the Rick and Morty crew. Or aka the guy you don't talk about anymore because he's a piece of shit. But anyway, he doesn't even look like a Funko Pop. Look, he has the Rick and Morty eyes. He has a lot of really cool details on him. Next up is my favorite character, Corvo. I like the sword, I like his robes, I like his eyes, and he doesn't look like a Funko Pop, but he looks pretty cool. Next up is Jesse, not Jesse Pinkman, Jessie from Solar Opposites. She looks the happiest Funko Pop ever. Look at her eyes. She has the little scythes. She has the dress, shoes. She looks pretty cool. Next up is Terry, which is a pretty funny character. Look at him. I like his design. This is a very cool episode. All these pops of Solar Opposites are based on that one episode where Jessie and Yumiak is like affect the school and they become like zombies or something. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So next up is my Sonic Funkos. First up we got Tails, which is flocked. He's furry, aka. He looks like a pretty cool Funko. Got a lot of detail on him, like the shoes. Next up, it's Silver the Hedgehog. I like his details. I like his hands. I like the little orbs there. Looks pretty goddamn cool. You got Knuckles here. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty goddamn awesome. He's also flocked, so he's furry. Next up is Sonic. Winning Sonic. From Pop Games. He's boxes different from like Knuckles' box and stuff, which is pretty cool. He has like a classic Sonic box art. Next up is Sonic. Next up is Werehog Sonic from Primark, which is where I buy most of my clothes from, to be honest. I have a lot of t-shirts. I might show that in another video. But look how cool he is. He has claws. He has feet. He has feet. That sounds weird. He's from that game, which is not that bad, to be honest. I like all the details in him, and he looks pretty cool. Next up is Shadow the Hedgehog. Damn. Look how cool he looks. I like the hair there. Yeah, it looks pretty goddamn awesome. So, yeah. Let's look at the next one. Next up is some more pops. We have got Eric Cartman with glasses, saying, "I am a little picky." Look how cool this looks. South Park. One of the favorite shows and one of the funniest. And we got Wizard Cartman from the game. This looks like Gandalf Cartman. Look how cool he looks. I like the little fat chin he has. Looks pretty goddamn cool. Oh, they do Princess Kenny. Next up is Chucky from Bride of Chucky. Looks pretty cool. I meant to put him up there, but I can't be bothered. So, yeah. Looks pretty cool. I really like this Funko, to be honest. Next up is Ricky Dicky Doodog Grimes, or aka Rick Grimes, from The Walking Dead, one of the best TV shows ever to be made, in my opinion. Look, he has a gun. He has the jacket. He looks pretty cool. I will get more Walking Dead pops one day. I really like his detail of everything he has, like the gun and the wedding ring. Then in the back we have more characters. I like the box art of blood everywhere and stuff. Pretty cool. And then we got Heisenberg, or aka Walter White. And this is an older pop. This is folded. And I am very lucky to have him. Look at him. He has a gun. And he has the blue stuff. Look at the blue stuff. Looks pretty goddamn cool. I like his face with the sunglasses and the hat and the beard. This is like one of the most iconic characters in fiction, in my opinion. And look at the back. This is the entire cast, which I'm probably never going to get. Maybe like one or two of them. But the line is very expensive. We have Heisenberg up there, or aka Walter Howard White. Breaking Bad is one of my favorite TV shows. Breaking Bad is one of my favorite TV shows, and I'm really glad I have in my collection. Next up is Homer on the Couch, which is pretty cool actually. Look, you can see the TV. It says made by Matt Groening over there. He is pretty cool, pretty goddamn dusty to be honest, but a pretty cool Funko. Next up is the 6-inch Demogorgon from the hit TV show Stranger Things, which is a really good show in my opinion. Look how cool he looks with all the cool details and stuff. Looks a pretty cool Funko, to be honest. Okay, let's go for some more pops. We got Monster Pennywise. Pennywise with spider legs. Look at those spider legs. A pretty cool Funko. This is from the It movie, which is actually my first ever horror movie. Next up is Richie Tozer, which is actually pretty expensive, surprisingly. He has the baseball bat, and he looks pretty goddamn cool. There's the back. Yeah, Richie's one of my favorite characters from It, and I think he's hilarious, so I know I had to get him. Next up is Pennywise here, again in human form. You know, more of a human form. He's ripping his face open with some paint from the movie It. It's Chapter 2 more specifically. It looks pretty goddamn cool. Next up is Dustin, my favorite character from Stranger Things. He's actually hilarious and stuff. Look at all the details. This is from season 3, of course. Here's his hat, his watch, his shoes. Yeah, pretty goddamn cool, if I do say so myself. I need to say cool. Next up is more Stranger Things pops before we get to those ones. Next up is 11 with hospital gown. She has some chips from Benny. Poor goddamn Benny. Look, there's the rest of the Funkos. Pretty goddamn cool. I need to say that. Pretty goddamn awesome, I meant. Look at her feet. Look at her hands. Anyway, pretty cool Funko. Next up is a smaller Demogorgon. Look at all the cool detail. He's putting his hand out. He has the face of a Demogorgon. Yeah, a really cool Funko. Next up is Steve, who's one of my favorite characters from Stranger Things. I have not whipped up the tag yet. Look. He has the watch. He has shoes. He looks exactly like the actor who plays Steve, actually. He looks really, 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 really cool. Next up is Alien from Alien. Pretty goddamn cool. You can see through his skull because they have eyeballs. This is for the 40th anniversary of the Alien franchise. From the Alien franchise. My voice is cracking. And specials. That's the rest of the characters. Pretty goddamn cool. And we got Predator from the movie The Predator. It's not that bad of a movie. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's alright. But I like the design of this Predator suit. So I just thought, why not get it? A pretty cool Funko. Okay, so let's look at the other Funkos from up there. First up, we got Johnny Bravo, which is a pretty cool Funko. He has a hair gun. He has a mirror. I like his hair. I like his sunglasses. To be honest, he looks like Johnny Bravo from our TV show because Johnny, most of the time, doesn't have a mouth anyway. Next up is Darth Vader, who makes the lights and sounds. See? It says there, lights and sounds. He's a pretty cool Funko. Darth Vader is one of my favorite villains of all time, so of course I have to have him. I got these two for Christmas. Next up is Jason Voorhees, which is pretty cool. This is one of my favorite pops. I love his design. I love how simple it is. He has his machete. He has a mask. No duh. Look at him. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's a really cool Funko, to be honest. Next up is 8-bit Jason. 8-bit Jason Voorhees. He looks like he's from a video game. Pretty cool. He looks like a Minecraft build. It looks like I could build him in Minecraft, and I really tried. Probably turned out shitty though. There's his machete. Pretty cool. Next up is... God damn, there's a lot of Funkos here. Next up is Freddy Krueger. We've seen two Freddy Krueger parodies, but now we actually got the real guy. He has his claw hand, which is pretty cool. He has his famous hat. You can see my phone. Anyway, look at him. Pretty cool. You can see his pizza face. His iconic Funko sweater. Looks pretty cool. The franchise name's not up there, but it is right there. pretty cool. I got these 2 for my birthday and that for one other birthday. Next up is Wally from Disney, which is pretty cool. Look how cool he is. He's like in his little like milk mode. He's from Disney. This is like some of the only Disney pops I have. Next up is Eve. I believe this is made into like recycled cardboard because I believe this is for Planet Day or Earth Day or something like that. And I believe this is like for like awareness and like Planet Day or something. But she has the plant. She looks pretty cool. The box is all like, the inside box is all melted because it's from like pop culture. It's made from a different country and it's hotter. Next up is Doc from Back to the Future. Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. So of course I have some Funkos from Back to the Future. Here's the inside. I really like the box design. Back to the Future is one of the best movies ever. You cannot change my mind. Back to the Future is way better than Lord of the Rings. Has the cool sunglasses. Just look how cool he is. Next up is Marty McFly. Marty McFly is of course like the most iconic character from the movie because he's the main character. Played by Michael... Yeah, this is... Marty McFly is played by Michael J. Fox, who is not acting because he's sick, sadly. But he was a really good actor. This is a really cool Funko Pop from one of the best movies ever made. Next up is Godzilla from Godzilla vs. King Kong. He came with a laser beam. You can put it in his mouth like that. You can't put it in the mouth in the box. But this Godzilla Pop looks really, really cool. Then on the side, he has like burning buildings. Like, it looks really cool. And Godzilla vs. King Kong I think was a good movie anyway. Next up is King Kong, of course. I can't have Godzilla without King Kong. So here's all the details. He has like a scratch from Godzilla, of course. He has like different color eyes. He has an open mouth. He looks pretty goddamn cool. He looks like he did fight King Godzilla. Yeah. Tell me, who do you think would win in an actual fight? Godzilla or King Kong? Let me know in the comments. Next up is Chucky. Again. Here's my other Chucky. Got him up there. But anyway, this Chucky is from Child's Play 2. This is based on this promotional art from the movie. With this thing that looks like scared Jack in the Box. Looks pretty goddamn cool. Look, he looks pissed off. So this thing's gonna die now. This is actually a pretty cool Funko, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. Next up is Ted, which is one of my favorite comedy movies, to be honest. Ted is actually flipping hilarious. He has the remote. And I'm really glad I have this Funko. There's Ted himself. I got a Ted Plus right there. Ted is funny. Yeah, and he does drugs. So we prepare great with Heisenberg over there. Get us some blue meth. I mean, he smokes, I know that, but you know what I mean. Because we're going off Ted, of course I have Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Look how cool he is. He looks like exactly from the cartoon, but if he was a Funko. He has a fat body, a big head, balls in his chin. Looks pretty cool. Down the back here, we got like some random lines with Peter, Brian, Stewie, and Stewie with a gun. And then back here, we have Peter Griffin. Pretty goddamn cool. Next up is Bender from one of the best shows ever, Futurama. Bender's my favorite character, and I'm so happy I got this pop. He is a bit ripped there, sadly, and this box is all messed up here. But it's good enough. He has beer, which is pretty cool. And look at this. Look how cool this is. Pretty goddamn cool. Also, gonna say this. I cannot speak for a second there, but I'm gonna say this. The new episodes are pretty good. So next up is Jack Skeleton in his vampire suit. With that looks like a Batman tie. Which is pretty cool. He's a vampire from Disney. There's the other Funkos. A pretty good Christmas movie, I would say so myself. Next up is his girlfriend, Sally, with like the little bottle thing she gives him to turn into a butterfly. There she is. Look, she has like sewing patterns and stuff. Different arms. She looks like a Frankenstein freak. Yeah, a Frankenstein freak thing. Looks pretty goddamn cool. I mean, goddamn awesome. I mean, goddamn spectacular. I don't know what else to say besides those words. So, yeah, that is, Sally. Next up, we're going with Tim Burton themed. And we got my favorite Tim Burton movie, Beetlejuice. Now, here's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice looks pretty goddamn cool. I just said it 3 goddamn times. This is the original Beetlejuice. Look how disgusting he looks. I think this Beetlejuice looks more like the musical Beetlejuice than the movie Beetlejuice. In my opinion, he has like the hair. But he looks pretty cool, I think. Next up, we have got Oogie Boogie. I forgot about the Oogie Boogies. Oogie Boogie is one of my favorite villains. Look how cool he is. This is the night version, or whatever it's called. I like this version. Look at his lips. He has got the dice, which will decide your fate. He has got his, like, I really like the shadow detail, like all the shadows and stuff. Looks pretty goddamn cool. And then we got Oogie Boogie with the bugs. Look how cool that is. Look, it got all the bugs and stuff, the worms, and the disgusting maggots and stuff. Look how cool this looks. Yeah, pretty goddamn spectacular. There's the back. So, yeah, there's naked Oogie Boogie and normal Oogie Boogie. Naked Oogie Boogie sounds cursed. Next up, we got Beetlejuice, Glow in the Dark, and limited edition. Goes in the dark, of course. He has got the book of, I forgot what's going on, I can't read it there. But pretty cool. Beetlejuice is one of my favorite movies of all time. Beetlejuice is actually a pretty good movie. I like the box art. I like the thing there. Look how cool he looks. Now this looks like more like the movie Beetlejuice in my opinion. Next up is another version of Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice again. And it's like first time you met him. Like the best outfit I call it. In my head. Looks pretty cool. It looks scary. And I got 3 Beetlejuices. So Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Next up is Batman from The Batman, which looks pretty cool. I really like his design, his battle damage and stuff. This movie is pretty good, I think. So yeah. And next up is Heath Ledger Joker, which is my favorite Joker in my opinion. Look how cool he looks. He looks insane. He looks a bit like Jeff the Killer. There he is. Yeah, that's really, really cool, isn't it? So now we have even more Funkos from over there, which I cannot display yet. So let's get over them. We got a second Running Sonic, a second King Homer, and we got a second comic book guy. So yeah, that's all my doublers. So now this is like all original ones now. I mean, non-doublers. So we got Zombie Wolverine, which is pretty goddamn cool. I like all the bite marks and stuff. I like his hand being all silver there. Pretty cool. Next up is Venom. We are Venom, which is a pretty cool Funko from Venom Let There Be Carnage, which is not that bad of a movie. This is from the movie. I really like it. Next up is Baby Yoda, or aka the child. Look how cute he looks. He looks pretty goddamn cute. Next up is Spider-Man from No Way Home, Black and Gold. This movie is brilliant. I personally really like this movie. Look how cool it looks. Pretty cool. Next up is Spider-Man again in his like normal suit, magical. No Way Home. Pretty cool. I remember this movie was hype. But it was a pretty good movie, I thought. Like a pretty good goddamn movie. And then we got another Spider-Man from Infinity War. Iron Spider. I think I got this from Asda's. Pretty cool. Look how cool his suit is. I like his suit. Next up is the Mandalorian himself. I never finished the series, but I got it for Christmas and it has Baby Yoda on it. And I thought it looks cool anyway. So he has like the jetpack going on. Pretty goddamn cool. God damn it, I meant not to say that. Next up is Master Chief with a gun. Yeah. He has some numbers there. Halo's a pretty good game. I really like Master Chief as a character. I love his design. Looks pretty goddamn cool. Next up is this monster looking Spider-Man. This monster looking Spider-Man's pretty goddamn cool. Doppelganger Spider-Man. So this Spider-Man is sus. So this is Doppelganger Spider-Man. I like his teeth. I like his design. Pretty goddamn cool. Next up is Zombie Hulk. Look how cool the details are. He looks like he got bite and scratched and stuff. Yeah, this is actually a really cool one. Next up we got Professor Hulk from Endgame. I got this. Alright, I gotta tell you the story. I got this when me and my mom went to like this Avengers thing. Where like they brought like all the props to the MCU to Cardiff or something. And I went there. I had the day off from school there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I got that from like the official Marvel shop. Next up is Doctor Strange. Pretty cool. Look at his magic there. He has a shuffle. You know? This is really awesome actually. I like it a lot. Next up is Loki. With the horns. This is President Loki in Pacific. Loki's a very good TV show. I like it a lot. I'm definitely going to watch season 2 when it comes out. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, I think. Next up is Bendy, which looks pretty cool. Got like all the Bendy ink stuff. It looks exactly like Bendy from the cartoon. Yeah, really cool actually. Next up is What If Iron Man was a zombie? So this is from the What If TV show. What if Iron Man becomes a zombie? Marvel Zombies. So this is not the same line as this. There's his own thing from the What If series. I like it a lot. I like the design. I like his face. Yeah, it looks cool. Next up is Loki. From the TVA. Wearing his suit. This is average Loki. Being average looking. And then we got this chick from Game of Thrones. I have no idea who she is. I have never seen Game of Thrones. I have only seen like the first 2 episodes. I'm pretty sure my mom got this from flipping Home Bargains or something. And they were like £3. And my mom loves Game of Thrones, my mom does. I personally has never seen Game of Thrones besides the first 2 episodes. And I will watch more of them. So yeah. Okay, so next up is all my Deadpool Funko Pops. So let's go on this. We got Zombie Deadpool, who's waving his hand. This is actually pretty cool. And I like the fact he still have Deadpool's personality in him. Next up is Dancing Deadpool, you know, from The Mask, which is a pretty good movie. But this Deadpool is pretty cool. I like the fact he has his own little face on his thingy bobs. I forgot what they're called because I'm a dumbass. Next up is Coffee Deadpool, aka Starbucks Deadpool, I call him. Look at his ears, I like his face. The bed looks cool. This Funko Pop looks really, really cool actually. I really do think it's cool. Apparently, it's nearly 30 years Deadpool. Wow, Deadpool's like 30 years old now. 30. Next up is Nerd Deadpool, which is actually most of the Funko community. Including myself. So you got like I Heart. What does that say? Pretty cool. And he has glasses. He has his glasses. He has his backpack. That from pop culture. Pretty goddamn cool. Next up is Dinosaur Deadpool, or a Dino Pool. So like I was saying, Dinosaur Deadpool has like really cool detail on his face. Look at over there. He has his 2 swords. He's pretty big for Funko. I would imagine he would be pretty big. He has like the Deadpool satchel. It looks pretty goddamn cool and awesome. Next up is Painted Deadpool. I love this art. Let's look at the art. We got a robot with 3 legs, or is that something else? And we got Deadpool killing the robot. And we got Deadpool there looking proud of himself. Look how cool he looks. Pretty goddamn cool. Next up is Maid Deadpool. He's a maid in a maid outfit, which is pretty funny. Pop culture. Look at this. Pretty cool. Next up is Deadpool at the grill. He's pretty cool. Backyard griller Deadpool. His butt's on fire. You can't see it. But prepared to meet you. Whichever they prepared to eat my meat, which would have been funnier. But you know, that's pretty cool. I like you should not trust Deadpool cooking your food. But I like the fact he's winking. I am so sorry you can hear somebody in the background. My little brother is very loud and talking to his friend. And he's very loud. So next up is Deadpool and the cake. Look how cool he looks. He's 30 years old. And he's bobbing around the cake like a sexy lady. He has his 2 swords. And it's pretty goddamn cool. Next up is Deadpool. Of course it's Deadpool. Look how cool he looks. I like his little hat thing. I like his little Jesus looking thing. Look pretty goddamn cool. Next up is Deadpool with like bunny for his pants. He looks like he's having a great time in himself. His body looks absolutely disgusting, of course. Yeah, really good. Next up is Deadpool on his bike. He's got to ram somebody over. Pretty cool. This is from the Deadpool movie, I'm pretty sure. Pop rides. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty cool, you know? On the last couple pops now, hopefully. We got Grumpy Cat. This is my little brother's pop, but I have it in my room because I'm the pop guy. Look how cool he looks. Grumpy Cat is dead, I think, now. So, with Grumpy Cat. Next up is Thanos. Which is the boxes do to yourself. God damn, I need to wash these boxes better. He has a smile. He has his face. He has the Infinity Gauntlet. He looks pretty big. Yeah, pretty cool, I think. Next up is a pop from a friend. He said he just gave me this because I like Funko Pops and I like zombies. He's a guy from Fallout. I have no idea what Fallout is really. All I know is a game about apocalypse. I might play it one day. But it looks a pretty cool zombie, I think. Next up is this chick from Fallout. I won an auction, which is alright. Folk boy. I mean, I have no idea who she is, but I know she's from Fallout, so that's all I know. Next up is X-22, which is from Venom series. She is Venomized. I can't speak apparently. I've been doing this for so goddamn long, but she has been Venomized. She has 2 of the Wolverine claws. Yeah, I think she looks cool. And next up is this bald guy from Game of Thrones. Like I said, I never seen Game of Thrones, but my mom has. I'm currently on episode 2, and I'm going to watch the rest one day. So next up is a couple more Funko Pops. We have got Georgie, which is pretty cool. Looks pretty cool with the SS Georgie. He looks like 6 from that game. We got Super Tails, and Super Silver. I don't think we ever see Super Tails, but we definitely seen Super Silver. And is Super Tails even canon? I don't know. That's the rest of the line. My only 2-pack. Next up is Classic Pennywise from Tim Curry. Pretty cool. Look how cool he looks. Go see this. Tim Burton will make an awesome It movie. He has his nose. Next up is Pennywise. Next up is Pennywise, my first Pennywise. This box is all kind of F up. Like I did not take good care of this because didn't really know what Funkos were. I just kept it in the box, just why not? I really like the look of this pop. I like his eyes, I like his head, I like his hair. Pretty cool. Next up, this is a Funko project, technically. So let's go count it on her, because I'm not going to show it off anyway. So here we got vinyl of Rick and Morty. My only vinyl set. Which is pretty cool, you know? We got the cool bodies and stuff, cool pictures. Yeah. Next up is on my mini pops. I am not going to show you all of them at one at a time. So all I'm going to do is just going to do like this and tell you what characters I can pop out. I've got Homer, Freddy, Jason, some Nightmare Before Christmas ones, from this one and this one. I've got some like Jack Skeletons. Yeah, a pretty cool set, as I say. Next up is my big ones. Before you begin, this Chucky is a fake. This Chucky is not a real Funko, so it doesn't matter. This Deadpool is also a fake, and he also doesn't matter. This is my first ever Funko Pop. This is my first Funko Pop that sorted all of this. So, without this guy, I want to have all of these guys. So, yeah, he's pretty cool. So, we got a big Pennywise. We got all the detail on him. Looks pretty goddamn cool. I would do say so myself. We have got Wally. Look how cool he looks. Even the boxes look really awesome. Next up is Rick, which is one of my favorite Tenants pops. I like the portal background. I like his hair. I like all the details. Next up is Tenant SpongeBob, which I really wanted, and I'm really glad I got him. Look how good the detail is. He has like his shoes and stuff. He looks pretty happy. Next up is Chucky. Look how evil he looks. He looks pissed off. He's gonna kill you. And then we got the child. Look how big the child is. So, yeah, that is all my Funko Pops. I have a lot of Funko Pops. As you can tell, my collection is still growing, so I'll update you guys if this video does well. Which we all know it won't, because nobody gives a shit about my channel anymore. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and goodbye.